Welcome, friends. Today, we are continuing through our sample set of Parfum de Empire. Marvellous. So, today we have the last 6 to try on stick. And then I will complete my list of ones to try on skin. There's at least another 2 videos left in this, I'm telling you, because I'll not be able to try all of them on skin. I've already got like 5 written down or something. So, hopefully, I mean, I'm assuming that not all of these I'll want to try on skin, so I'm trying to keep it below 10. As you can see, there are 6 here in front of you, and most of the ones in this particular little box, this one, there was 4 of these, by the way. Most of the ones in this box are the ones that people have told us I should try. Cuir Ottoman, Cuir, Tabac Tabou, Musc Tonkin. Someone even suggested Azemour, and that is where we will be starting. So, Azemour was released in 2011 and was made by the in-house perfumer Marc-Antoine Corticiato. I've got that down, after 4 videos, I'm pretty, I'm confident now, I'm getting a little bit cocky, Anyway, he made this in 2011, and it used to be called Azemour les Oranges, or Les Oranges. Let's see what it says about it, shall we? I'm assuming from the Les Oranges that it's got orange in it. The landscape scent inspired by an orange grove in Azemour, Morocco, displays all the facets of the orange tree, the fruit's bright zest and juicy flesh, crunchy green leaves, heady blossoms and mossy bark. Let's see what it's got to say for itself, shall we? And now, I'm not usually a fan of orange, but if one comes along, that's great. I'm not opposed to orange either. It is actually called Azemour les Oranges. I've just realised that. I thought it was just called Azemour. It's still called Azemour. Sorry, I fucked you about a bit there. Some of these sprays don't give you that. When you spray something and then you feel like it's been sprayed, Oh, I'm getting orange, as you would expect. All right, there you go. So, the notes are orange. Who'd have thunk it? Orange, clementine, Amalfi lemon, tangerine, grapefruit, galbanum, coriander, caraway, cassis, pepper, and pink pepper. That's just the top. The middle notes are neroli, African orange flower, suede, geranium, and rose. And the base notes are oak moss, hay, and cypress. Hey, cypress. That is lovely. That is absolutely gorgeous. Ooh. I'm getting, that might be from the Amalfi lemon, but I'm getting this creaminess. It could be from the galbanum as well. I get a little bit of creaminess from galbanum too, That is absolutely gorgeous. So, I don't know if you've ever smelled Orange Sanguine by Atelier de... Oh, fuck me. Atelier Cologne. I was going to say Atelier des Eaux there. Atelier Cologne. There we are. That smells like orange juice. It smells like orange juice. It just does. It's photorealistic. It's startling how much like orange juice that smells. This is more of a perfume. Like, Orange Sanguine's the type of fragrance you want to own just so that you, it's just as if you collect fragrances, just so that you can say, wow, smell this, Oh. This has got a lot more going on than just orange, though. I can smell the other citruses and fruits at the top. I'm getting like clementine's got this kind of got this kind of sweetness, more so than an orange has. Oranges are quite bitter. This gives it like a sweetness, like the tangerine as well. I really like tangerine. For someone who doesn't like an orange note, I like a tangerine note. It's weird. I don't like grapefruit, but I'm getting that as well. This is blended beautifully. It really is very well made. I'm getting this creaminess. Maybe it's from the neroli as well. I'm not getting any white floral aspect. You know, like that horrible white floral sort of thing that people seem to like. This is glorious though. This is really nice. Like you'd imagine wearing this on a hot summer's day. It's not too syrupy. You know, like you get some, like orange sanguine is quite syrupy because it's got that rich orange juice kind of thing going on. Oh, fresh, light. I will come back to that and see how it develops. Very nice. I'm very impressed by that. I may try it on skin. I don't know. I was kind of counting on that one to not be great, so I wouldn't have to. I wouldn't have to try it on skin. So next we have one that is much hyped by many men and some women, and this is Musc Tonkin. So, Musc Tonkin came out in 2012. I'm expecting musk and I'm expecting tonka. Oh, come on. So, the story is a powerful, addictive, erotic aura, the scent of heated flesh, solar, feline, subtly leathery. This elixir reinvents in a novel contemporary style the most suave note in perfume, worshipped for millennia. Tonkin musk. More than a fragrance, an imprint. So maybe I'm just completely wrong about it. Maybe there is no tonka. So Tonkin musk is a type of musk because there's only one note, which is musk. I'm not big on musk as just as a thing. I've got Kiehl's original musk and I'm yet to come across anything that does the same thing better. So if I want musk, I'll wear original musk by Kiehl's, and I have. It's right here. I can see it. It's actually propping up a Ramon Monagal sample, but there it is. Huh. It's been a while since I've worn that, actually. Musky. So this is going to have to go on skin, isn't it? It's one of those single note jobs. It's pleasant. It's very nice. There's a warm sweetness to it as well. I know what they mean by like leathery, a little sweet. Kind of does something similar to what Musc Ravageur used to do, except Musc Ravageur used to be dirty. This is very nice. It's sweet. It's got that sweet skin, like skin that's been sweated on and not yet washed. The sweat's like dried on, and it becomes sweet. Very nice. Warm. Sensual. It is. It is what it says it is. It's warmer than Kiehl's original musk. It's not as fresh. It's warmer and sweeter. nice. It's difficult to get into it though. I wouldn't be surprised if there was like a Tonka note in there, because it's not just musk that's in there, because you can't use musk. But it's not a white musk, you know, and it's not a Musk's Kublai Khan musk either. It's not a shitty, foul, stinky musk. It is a warm, sweet, vanillic, leathery, slightly, it feels alive, you know, it's got warmth to it. It's probably the best way I can put it. Difficult to dissect it though. So, now we will move on to Tabac Taboo. People have been recommending this one too. And this does have a lot going on apparently. So let's see, shall we? Released in 2015. Charming and penetrating. Set aflame by immortelle, tobacco curls its tawny plumes around a slight, spirited spray of narcissus, a whiff of the savannah, honey, heated skin, wild grass, and a tribute to a plant held sacred by the Indian people of the Americas. Made by none other than Marc-Antoine Corticiato. Tabac Taboo. Notes are tobacco, narcissus, immortelle, musk, grass, honey, leather. That's interesting. But I feel like I've smelled something similar to this before. The darkness in this is almost aniseed. It's almost like a dark, slightly spicy, slightly... The grass, I get the massive blast of grass straight away. It's the first thing I smelled. But it changes. It's very interesting. It's very different to any tobacco fragrance that I've smelled. I'm getting the narcissus as well. I'm getting that white floral kind of slightly sickly, slightly rich. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. I'll just finish my tea off. It's bright. It's green, but it's dark, sweet, bitter. It's got that immortelle. That's what the spicy, little bit of spiciness will be. The immortelle with the grass, this green. It's given us slight au noir vibes. There's no lavender. It doesn't feel like there's lavender. This is lovely. I'll try this on skin. It's a difficult wear for me though. The narcissus has given me narcissus vibes. But it's very impressive as a fragrance. To be fair, the house is impressive. It's not shite. The last thing I would call this house would be shite. It is not shite. Shite it is not. These are very complex. They're very well made. Good ingredients. I love the fresh light greenness in it from grass. It gives you open plains kind of vibe, you know, but like grassy. Fresh, idealized, slightly sweet. Too sweet to be real. You know? But not so sweet that it smells synthetic. It's quite dreamy. It's got quite a dreamlike aspect to it, which may have something to do with like the whole American Indian tobacco pipe kind of thing, you know. I'm getting the musk, like a fresh musk, a fresh leather. It's beautiful. It's beautifully made. Absolutely glorious. It's fantastic. So, sorry, I'm just trying to let that escape me nose. Next, one I have been looking forward to, I don't want to say the most, but I have been looking forward to it. And this is almost certainly going to go on skin. This is Cuir Ottoman. Leather rubbed with powdery iris, warmed with citrus and burnt styrax, dipped in a heady oriental base of tolu balsam, benzoin resin and incense tears. Egyptian jasmine brings opulence to the heart. Doesn't half sound like Cuir Canage? And I like Cuir Canage. Right. So I've dipped it off. I've dipped this and then thrown it around. Right. For some reason I decided to throw that on the floor. It was 2 seconds just while I seal this back up because I don't want it evaporating and I don't want it destroyed. I don't hate those little jars because I've got these sticks. If I didn't have these strips, then I wouldn't be too impressed, I must admit. Just gonna let it dry off a little bit because it is quite wet. I don't know if you can see that. No, you can't see that at all, can you? Of course not. So the notes, top notes are iris, labdanum and Egyptian jasmine. Three notes you don't usually see at the top of any perfume. The middle notes are leather, styrax, benzoin and tolu balsam. And the base notes are vanilla, incense and tonka bean. I got sweetness straight away there. I got benzoin, I got vanilla, I got... No, I don't want to say tonka bean, but I got this kind of ambery kind of thing going on, you know? Amber's not listed as a note, but it could be the balsam. But it's like a sweet balsam, like a sweet resin. I'm getting bits of the leather. I'm getting something a little bit chocolatey as well, which could be like the vanilla and the balsams and the... Maybe I'm just associating iris with chocolate at the minute because of Eugene's new fragrance. I'm getting a chocolatey kind of vibe, like a dark sweetness from this, much more than leather. Much more than leather. I like this, it's dark and sweet. Chocolatey. Vanilla, benzoin. No leather. Like, hardly any. Like, not worth commenting on. I imagine that'll come out later, and this is just on a stick. It's not the most potent thing either. It's very slight. It feels heavy, it feels rich, but it doesn't feel like it's bursting, you know? It's lovely. It's very come hither though. Come a little closer. And you would have to be up close to smell that. That has not got throw whatsoever, you know. That sits very close. But it is very nice. It's an amber. It's a sweet ambery fragrance for me so far. Not leathery. I don't understand the cuir in that at all. But we'll come back to it at the end of the video like we do with all of them and see what happens. This is called Le Cri de la Lumière. I don't know what this is supposed to be. It looks like it's quite feminine. It was released in 2017. Perfumer is Marc-Antoine Corticciato. I'm just flexing that now, sorry. La Cri de la Lumière, the cry of light, is a fragrance that revolves around three major ingredients. It begins with the crystalline scent of the ambrette. It is a variety of hibiscus coming from India and giving fruits and small seeds in the shape of beans. It is precisely these which are distilled to obtain the essence of ambrette. The smell is musky, powdery, animal, and somewhat fruity. It is accompanied by one of the most noble flowers of perfume, the iris. This ingredient reinforces the nobility of the fragrance, the cry of light. Indeed, the iris is one of the most expensive products in the perfumer's palette and is reserved only for prestigious perfumes, do you reckon? Its powdery and elegant breath is accompanied by Turkish rose, symbol of the perfume par excellence. We say she is the sugar of perfumery. Its fruity note here recalls the smell of sake, and its romanticism is omnipresent. I'm glad I know how to pronounce sake because I could have said sake there. Alright, so I'm going to do the same thing again. Really, while I was reading that, I should have dipped the bloody thing in first and then read that to you. It would have dried off by now. Ooh, I'm getting it, like. So the top notes are aldehydes, a raspberry. Oh, we always like a raspberry note. I'm a big raspberry fan. Bergamot. Aldehydes, raspberry, bergamot at the top. Iris and rose in the mid. Base notes are ambrette, musk, patchouli, and woody note. Oh, fuck off with your woody notes, man. What wood? Right. Let's see what it's got to smell for itself. Very nice. Turkish delight. Real Turkish delight. You know, the one with the powder over it. It's got that powderiness. It's not chocolate covered Turkish delight. It's real Turkish delight. The one with the powder sprinkled over it, like the sugar, the ice and sugar. That's immediately what it gives straight away. Then I'm getting aldehyde from it, straight in behind. Iris. It's lovely. I would not wear this. I can tell you almost straight away I would not wear this, but it is very, very nice. If you're looking for a quality perfume with a big feminine side, so if you're looking for a perfume for a wife, for a girlfriend, for a man who likes wearing rosy, irisy, aldehydic perfumes that evoke femininity, this would be great for you. The iris in this is beautiful. It really is very, very nice. It's a little bit fruity as well. I get how he's played on they were talking about the fruity aspect, the fruity note in the ambrette, and he's played on that. He's played on that with the rose and the raspberry. It gives Turkish delight vibe. The iris, and that's glorious. Double nice. You get this general purple vibe from it. It's not violety, But it's going in that direction. I don't like violet. It always reminds us of Parma violets, and that I hate Parma violets. God. No. You can see why they call it La Cri de la Lumière, because of the lightness. There is a light to it, which will be from the aldehydes. And I mean like a light as in like a light switch, like light, actual light, the way you see. The rose keeps bobbing up. I imagine the rose becomes more prominent as the fragrance dries down. At the minute, it's got this iris undertone with this sparkly brightness and then like wisps of rose every once in a while. That's very nice as well. It feels more like the iris is in the base because it's got this depth that the rose and the musk don't feel like they've got. That is... it's very nice. So, just give myself a second while I proceed to the final perfume. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Just trying to clear my nose out. So this is called Osmanthus Interdite. Parfum d'Empire, the perfume house, well, I got to that point, endows us with a part of Beijing with one of their 3 perfumes introduced in the collection dedicated to the great world empires, China, Russia and India. Osmanthus Interdite brings luxury, wellness, peace and scents from a garden of the forgotten city with floral, fruity notes of green tea, rose, osmanthus, jasmine, leather and musk. I don't know when this came out because it didn't tell us. Not for a Grantlinger anyway. There is your Osmanthus Interdite. Osmanthus at the top, green tea and apricot. Middle notes are jasmine, free notes, why? Rose. Base notes are suede and musk. So. These really are very good fragrances, even the ones I don't like. I'm always impressed by fragrances that I don't like personally, but that I still appreciate the smell of. Does that make sense? I would never wear something like this, but it smells beautiful. It's well made. The ingredients are good. I'm getting a bit of jasmine. I'm getting the osmanthus. Most of all, I'm getting... Imagine an apricot. Imagine some apricot juice just put into some tea. Like a green tea with some apricot in it. But you're sitting somewhere with in a garden, drinking it. Or maybe you're eating an apricot and drinking green tea at the same time. It's got that freshness, it's got that life, that brightness, that it's got sweetness, but not a sucrose sweet, not a diabetic sweetness. Like a natural sweetness. It smells very natural. It smells like nature. That's what it smells like, something that would occur in nature. Azemour smells like, I don't want to say nature on steroids, but it's top loaded. It's a little bit too much, not in a bad way, because you can you can do that with perfume, you know. They don't all have to be photorealistic, but it smells natural, you know. It smells natural, just very strong. This doesn't smell too strong. This smells like something you would experience in nature. It smells that picture. Imagine sitting in a Chinese garden. Very elegant. You know, slight breeze. Drinking green tea with an apricot. And there being like Osmanthus. Like, and there being like Osmanthus, like plants, bushes. I think it's a bush, isn't it? I think Osmanthus is a bush. Like some jasmine, but very few jasmines, you know. Just to give a little bit of gravity. Even though they're quite heady, they can be quite dense, you know, just to give that bit of like richness. Suede in this as well, and I sort of get that, but you'll get like a suedey vibe from Osmanthus anyway. It's lovely, this. You wouldn't mind if the house smelled like this. I don't mean that as a put down. You know, like if your house smelled like that, you would be pretty happy, like, you know? You would smell posh, you would smell upscale if your house smelled like Osmanthus Interdite. Beautiful. It really is. Not something I would wear, not something I would buy. But again, like I said, I'm always impressed by fragrances that I really like the smell of, even though I don't like the notes, the ingredients, do you know what I mean? Like somebody's taken something that I don't like and made it pleasant. That, to me, I find that very impressive. You know? I like that kind of thing. Let's go back through them all. Azemour. If you like orange and citrus, you should try that. That is absolutely fantastic. It's much more green and stem, natural plant. It's got a touch of the diptyque Lombardon's Low. Lombardon's Low has this stemmy, juicy kind of vibe to it, you know, like when you get a live branch and you snap it, and like some of like the trees, like water carrying juice, water in it comes out, and it smells. It's got that green smell. It's got a mossy kind of vibe as well. That's lovely. That's really nice. That'd be really good for spring and summer. I might try that on skin. I might do. Musc Tonkin, I've already decided I'm going to try on skin because I think this is the type of fragrance that needs to be tried on skin. Oh, it's got a little bit of foulness to it now. Oh. I can see why he's just said that it's got musk in it and that's it. It's obviously not just like musk and then diluted into perfume as alcohol. That's not what it is, but that's the effect he's trying to give. He's trying to give all the facets of like a strong musk, a vintage musk. It's got touches of freshness about it. It's got touches of bedsheet about it, but it's also got a touch of like poorly wiped arse about it. Do you know what I mean? Sweaty arse crack. Sweaty arse crack with fresh boxers on. Tabac Tabou. Sorry about that. Christ. This smells very modern. There's a note in this that I recognise from, and it smells like a Marc-Antoine Barrois. There's a freshness. It's not metallic, but it's heading in a metallic direction. It's looking that way. It's not as dark as you would think it is. It's quite, not antiseptic, what's the word I'm looking, medicinal. Although tobacco leaves can be used for medicinal, like the very, like tobacco leaf when it's growing is very like antiseptic, antifungal. Not when you smoke it though, it's dirty as fuck when you smoke it, but... Excuse me, sorry. I haven't made my mind up about that yet. I don't know how I feel about that. It smells very modern. In a Marc-Antoine Barrois kind of way. I've done a Marc-Antoine Barrois series if you wanna go and try that. I'm not struggling to smell Cuir Ottoman, but it's not strong. It's not potent. It's very close. And it's got a chocolatey kind of vibe. A cocoa kind of vibe. Milk, like almost milky. Really very little leather still. Ambery, vanillic, milky. That is strange. That's baffled me. Like, I wouldn't think of that as a leather. If you gave me that completely blind, didn't know it was called Cuir Ottoman, and you asked us to say what kind of fragrance is that, well, I would say it was a vanilla. Le Cri, fresh, rosy. Young lady. Full of life. Not something I would wear. Got a touch of Eldo about it, that actually. An Osmanthus Interdite. Beautiful. It's more of a landscape, that. You know? Like a painting. Like a Monet. Watery. Fluid. Anyway. I will choose which of these to sample on my skin. Musc Tonkin will be one of them. And you will see me in the next video trying some on skin. It's probably going to be 2 videos where I try them on skin because there's going to be so many of them. But anyway, thank you for joining me, everybody, today. I hope you have enjoyed this series so far. I will see you again soon. Bye.